Next on the childhood trip through Menards, we have 2012 lighting and ceiling fans. They expanded a little bit here. There's some more fans in here than there were before. So let's go open it up. Beginning here, we've got the Hunters, all Hunters here. We've got the Domino, Low Pro 4s, the Sedgefield, the Stockbridge, the Henley, the Forest Hill, the Eco Air, and the Inglewood, the Cornelius, the Covington, the Cape Breton, or Cape Breton, what am I saying? Not Cope, it's Cape. The Grant Park, the Allendale updated version, and the Etruscan. We've got the Auberville, the Bismarck, the Quiet Breeze, the Behringer, something like that. The Conley and the Cantwell and the Altadena. It's funny how they put a couple of Prestige fans in here. I found that very interesting. Pretty sure the Altadena was probably just to get rid of some of the old parts they had for the ergonomic, because that looks very similar to that. Then we've also got the Westover Four Seasons heater fan, the Altitude, the Insignia, the Italian Countryside, and some low profiles. Also the Maze or Macy. I always said Macy, but I think it's pronounced Maze. Then here we've got the Woodford, the Fremont, and the Mozambique. The Mozambique is apparently rather uncommon. For some reason, a lot of people are very interested in this fan. We've also got the Riker Chalet heater fan. And then the rest of these are all turn of the century. We've got the Avante, the Vienna, the DC Whittington, one of the only DC fans Menards had back in the day. I don't think that one lasted very long, or maybe it's a different fan. Actually, no, I'm getting it confused with a different fan. We've got the Beverly Place and the Apollo, the Belmont, the Stockton, and the Camden. The Tremont, that's kind of a childhood fan. We've got the Carlin and the Somerville. We've got the Tempo, the Manassas. I always loved that one. And there's also more meaning to it now because I had a substitute teacher one time in a history class back in 7th grade, and we were just going through typical stuff. All of a sudden, she says the Battle of Manassas. If you didn't know, the Battle of Manassas was a battle during, I think it was the Civil War. I'd have to look that up. But she pronounced it Manus, and I didn't say anything. Nobody else did. I don't know how many people realized she did it, but I was break it up on the inside because that's obviously not Manus if she could just read. But anyways, we've got the Industrial, the Camden, the Sheffield, the Gramercy, the Photon, the Bay Breeze, the Claremont, the Needham, the Brigham, the Celine, the Nautical, the Bell, and the Novella, the Modena, the Quinton, the Hebe, the Savvy, the Minerva, the Yellowstone, the Knit, the Hendrick, the Jet 2, the Viente, the Ella, the Yukon, the Eros, the Bel Air, and the Emperor. Definitely not like the Emperor fans that we know and love. We got ceiling medallions up there and light kits. These are mostly the same from the previous catalog, but hey, I'm going to go over them anyways. We got the Tiffany, the Wicker, the Ridges, turn of the century, no name there. The Detail, the Vineyard, the Norse, the Convertible, bunch of bowl light kits. And then we've got the Yosemite, the Schoolhouse, the Sports, the Track, or Spotlight. And then we've also got Swirled Glass, Tulip, and Frosted Tulip. And yeah, that's it. Well, actually, no, it's not. Because in the back here, we got just some more pictures of some of the same hunters. The Maze, the Mozambique, the Cornelius, the Cape Breton, and the Altadena. And then just on the back, there's also a picture of a Quiet Breeze there. I always remember there was one of these installed at my local store right here, and for some reason the lights would always go out in it. I think the sockets were bad on the display model, but that's always just sort of a memory I had, and I figured since this video is not too long, I would just throw that little tidbit at the end. Oh, and yeah, by the way, on the cover, that's a Gramercy, if you're wondering. Still absolutely love the way those look, but I don't think I would ever bother getting one if I found one. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.